Being liked or being respected? Which one works inside the classroom? Assalamu alaikum and welcome to The Why Teacher. So in this episode, I really want to raise an important question, a question that has been on my mind for a while, and I feel as a parent and as a teacher, it's something that we should be thinking about. Now, since technology has become an important part of the school environment and teachers and children connecting with each other, I've realized that a lot of teachers tend to create WhatsApp groups with their children where they are connected to them 24/7, to the point where children actually share their personal lives with the teachers, and they're consistently in touch with each other. This is a concept that I find a little uncomfortable as a teacher. And as a teacher, I remember I was not very open to the idea of having my kids in my classroom on my WhatsApp. And I had my reasons for those, which I'm going to raise. And I'd like people to also share with me what they believe to be true, because it's important, I think, as we can see that the education system is evolving, and slowly and gradually technology and connectivity is going to become a huge part of the learning process. So the first concern, of course, I have related to this has to do with transparency. I think that being connected on a WhatsApp group really challenges and questions a teacher's transparency towards the system. If a teacher has grading to do, if she has assessments to create, if there are so many things that a teacher needs to keep confidential, and that kind of code of conduct is really monitored within the school when parents come to contact the teacher via an administrative process. So cutting that administrative process from in between and getting in direct communication with the teacher, to me, raises a lot of questions on transparency. The second concern that I have related to this is, of course, that it creates false expectations. So, the more popular teachers, the ones that are available 24/7 to answer the children's questions or meet the parents' requirements, tend to create a dislike for teachers who want their space or want children to respect their time and space and do not want to cater to them 24/7 on a WhatsApp group. And as a result, it tends to create a kind of a distinction between teachers who are approachable versus teachers who are now labeled as unfriendly or unapproachable. The reality of the fact, of course, is that teachers are not, it's not mandatory for teachers to answer children's questions 24/7. So this kind of categorization of teachers in a really unfair manner tends to happen when these WhatsApp groups are created. Finally, I'll just say that it tends to also take away the comfort zone from the children. And while I'm all for timely communication and letting the parent know the problem, I feel that for a child to know that the parent is on a WhatsApp group and can be informed instantaneously is not a very friendly or a very comfortable space to be in. I mean, as a teacher, I believe even as a teacher, I wouldn't want to be that kind of a teacher who would get children to do things because there is a threat that if they don't do it, I'm going to inform the parent. Wanting the child to want to do things, to love to do things, has to come intrinsically. It has to be created intrinsically. Having this consistent thread on a side where you can immediately inform the parent about something, I think is not a very favorable kind of a way to get children to learn things for a lifetime, for sure. And so I leave you with this important question: being liked or being respected? As far as I'm concerned, I feel being respected is far more important in the long run. And respect comes with, a little bit of trust. It comes from creating and respecting other people's space. It comes from being in a comfort zone where making a mistake is not, a taboo and second chances are there. It comes from the motivation to do things intrinsically. And so if you have any comments, if you've got any more experiences to share regarding, children being on a WhatsApp group with teachers, please do share, and I would love to hear from you. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.